everyone, welcome back. My name is Betty and this is Happy Little Loop Crochet and happy holidays. So we are now firmly in November now, mid-November. My husband just had a birthday and this is really our favorite time of year. Our Christmas tree goes up on November 1st every year, no matter what, no matter like what else goes on. We used to also get our Christmas lights up on November 1st. We don't do that anymore, but we do our Christmas tree. And I don't know, we just love it. So today I'm here to talk to you about my new holiday crochet pattern, Callie Cow. So Callie actually didn't start as a holiday crochet pattern. This is my first Callie that I made, and she is so cute, right? I did her up in skinny chenille, and it was just a fun project. I had just finished all my pattern tests that week, and I just wanted to work on something fun. I wrote it down as I went, and I actually really liked the way she came out. So she didn't start off as a Christmas pattern, but as a couple of people had asked if I was going to put her out for testing, I decided to go ahead and put out a tester call in my stories on Instagram, just with people who, you know, you're only going to see those stories if you're interacting with my page a lot. So I put it up in my stories. Some people applied and sent it out to testers to begin testing. And as I've been growing as a designer, I've kind of shifted to where I can't put out a single pattern within a pattern, if that makes sense. It seems like since my Dedene pattern went out, all my patterns have been getting progressively more jam-packed to the point where now they don't fit in the document file. When I upload them to Etsy, I have to upload them as a link so you can go download them from my Google Drive. Anyways, all that to be said, Callie kind of grew and changed. And so the gingerbread cow was my next idea. Since we were in the holiday season, I was gonna do just like a brown gingerbread variation just for pictures, but then I decided why not to write it up as an actual modification. So I did. I changed the spots around. I wrote the instructions for the colorways in the arms and the body. And then I decided to go ahead and change the hair. So the hair on the gingerbread cow modification is different from the original Callie Cow hair. And then of course I included like the icing on the head. And after I sewed up my gingerbread cow, I did my felt eyes. And after I put my eyes on, I realized it was looking a little deer-like. And so I made the little antler modification. So the shape of the antlers echoed in the tail. And so I really like that part of it. So I went ahead and wrote up the antlers and I included that in the pattern as well. So Callie Cow grew once again. And then I decided, you know, some people, me, hate color changes. I really do. I'd rather sew all day long. I will sew 20 pieces together before I will choose to willingly do color changes. But cows, you know, have spots. And so Callie started off with color changes, and the gingerbread cow, I changed the color changes. I decreased them down for the gingerbread cow, but it still has color changes. There's someone out there who wants to make Callie, but just wants to make her a plain white cow. You know, I should just go ahead and write out those instructions. And so I did. So there is the solid body as well. And I wrote them out because even though you can go through and as you're crocheting, you can kind of compute that in your own brain. I don't need to write it out, but I went ahead and wrote it out because it just simplifies it. You're not having to, you know, make sure that you're not adding a stitch or losing a stitch. And so the solid body cow was there. And so when I did my solid body cow, I decided to do her all in brown to give her still that gingerbread feel. And then I just did, you know, the cream on the top, the gingerbread hair, and then I did the feet in white, and I just did her white nose. But then I decided she looked a little plain and she needed something. So I came up with a little cranberry accessory to add on. So it's the little cranberries and the leaves. And I did mine in purples. I wrote it in the pattern as red because cranberries are red, but the reds that I had with this tone of brown just didn't go. Oh, I just realized I'm matching with her. So the tones that I had in red didn't really go with this brown. So I picked out my purple hues and I went ahead and added those on, and I think that they're so cute. So all in all, this pattern has 3 body styles, 2 feet and arm options. So they're very similar, but this is going to be the best example. They're just a little bit different to show you how you would differently apply the frill, because you see my feet have like a little fur frill. If you want your hoof and your frill to match, or if you want them to be 2 different color tones. So it's just a slight difference, but I did write it out because I know some people are going to prefer the contrasting color and some people are going to just like the look of the solid color going forward. Even though if you're thinking about it logically, the hoof and the fur wouldn't be the same color, they'd probably be different colors. You will be getting the gingerbread modification that includes the icing for the head and tail as well as the curl. You'll be getting the little deer modification for the antlers and the Rudolph nose. You'll also be getting the cranberry and strawberry accessories. I love putting little strawberries on my plushies' heads. It's all over my Instagram. So I included the little strawberry that I crocheted up to do that with. And I also included the little cranberries that you see here, which this cow was the last cow that I made, and it actually, I think it might be my favorite. The Rudolph for a while was pretty hard my favorite, but I don't know, this girl just looks so sweet, just little cranberries on her head, and she's like my simplest one. There is also a video tutorial for the ears because if you'll notice, for the ears, there is a little part where it's kind of like little fur hairs on top of the ears. And so to achieve that, you do have to do the ears 2 different ways. It is written out in the instructions, but I included a video tutorial because I noticed a few of my testers were having trouble understanding that part. And there is a graph included in the pattern if you are unfamiliar with working on both sides of the chain in the round. So I would like to say that I provided a lot of value in this pattern and that you get a lot out of it. You would have to be the judge if you agree with me. But I will say that I am super happy with my cows. So I would say these 2 are my favorites, which is pretty crazy because I was definitely super in love with Callie, like just the original. I want to make her in a lavender colorway. A few of my testers did lavender cows, and I just really love a lavender cow. So I might do that. I do prefer Callie with the strawberry on her head. So I am going to sew a strawberry down on her for my market when I put her out. But I do think she's so adorable. And these are all the same pattern as far as stitch counts. This is in skinny chenille. This is in big twist plush. So this is a weight 4 with a 3.125 millimeter hook. This is a weight 7 with a 8 millimeter hook. This is This is Bernat yarn, Bernat blanket, weight 6 with a 6.5 millimeter hook. I just love the little heart tail. And whoops, the little deer was a, they're toppling over. The little deer was a weight 4 loops and threads petite pearl with a 4 millimeter hook. But I love them all. So I just wanted to share those with you today. It is on sale currently on release day, which is Friday, November 15th, for 20% off. But if you have sat through this self-promo video, I truly appreciate you, and I'm going to do a special code. Let's say, we'll just do Callie Cow, right? So let's do code Callie Cow, and I will give you 40% off of my pattern for this weekend only. It'll be expiring on Monday. Thank you so much, guys.